On July 30th, Rheinmetall announced that it had been awarded a contract to modernize the 143-meter-long frigate BAYERN. The company says that the objective of the project is to ensure the operational readiness of the German Navy frigate, which entered service in 1996. As such, modernization work will allow continued operations until at least 2035, while adapting capabilities to current operational requirements. So let's take a look at this contract in today's video, as well as the broader effort to modernize the F123 fleet. Starting off with the Rheinmetall contract, it's said to be valued in the mid-three-digit million euro range. Rheinmetall says that the service life extension program will see key systems of the frigate undergoing comprehensive modernization at the company's Neue Jadewerft shipyard in Wilhelmshaven until 2029. The deal includes the following tasks: the replacement of the Combat Management System, or CMS, the overhaul of essential shipboard engineering systems, and the modernization of the radar sensor suite. In addition, the propulsion and drive systems will be overhauled, while key anti-submarine warfare capabilities will be upgraded. These measures will bring the F123 class frigate up to the latest technological standards and sustainably enhance its capabilities for future operations. The vessel is currently berthed at Neue Jadewerft, where major components are being removed. Following this phase, BAYERN will be transferred to the shipyard's dry dock. So that's the latest news concerning the F123 Brandenburg-Class of ships, but what about the rest of this fleet? Well, let's first quickly look at the class's background. According to Naval Encyclopedia, the F123 Brandenburg-Class consists of 4 frigates ordered in the Cold War for the Bundesmarine in June 1989. The frigates were completed and commissioned between 1994 and 1996 and have the names Brandenburg, Schleswig-Holstein, the aforementioned BAYERN, and finally Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. Naval Encyclopedia adds that these frigates were mostly tailored for anti-submarine warfare, with a residual anti-aircraft role. The official Bundeswehr webpage on these ships adds that they can use their bow-mounted sonar as well as 2 Sea-Lynx helicopters on board for this ASW role. With this ASW focus, it's added that the Brandenburg-class warships ideally complement the F-124 frigates, whose main task is air defense. The Bundeswehr page then says that for the first time, the Navy had the Brandenburg-class equipped with a vertical launch system in the form of the VLS Mark 41, a system installed in front of the bridge and passes through several decks in the hull. The ship's guided missiles can be fired from 16 cells for anti-aircraft operations, while each frigate is fitted with powerful radar systems for sea and airspace surveillance, as well as for fire control. In terms of technical specifications, each frigate's length is 139 meters, with a width of 16.7 meters and draft of 6.3 meters. Full load displacement is 4,900 tons, and ships are powered by 2 gas turbines and 2 diesel engines. Total power output is said to be 51,700 horsepower, allowing for a speed of more than 29 knots. When it comes to sensors, each ship has or has had the following equipment prior to the most recent contracts for modernization: 1 Smart S multifunctional radar, 1 LW-08 airspace monitoring radar with a range of more than 260 kilometers, 2 STIR 180 fire control radars, 1 DSQS-23BZ bow-mounted sonar, 1 MSP-600 video and infrared target tracking system, 1 EK System FL-1800S for electronic reconnaissance/electronic combat, and finally 2 ARMS navigation radars. For armament, we have the following: 1 76mm main gun, 2 27mm MLG machine guns, 4 12.7mm heavy machine guns, and 2 RGM-84 harpoon systems for sea targets. For missiles and torpedoes, we have the aforementioned Mark 41 VLS, as well as 2 RIM 116 RAM. There are 2 Mark 46 torpedo launchers and 4 mass decoy systems. Up to 236 work on board each F-123 frigate when including helicopter personnel, although regular crew is said to be 214 without helicopter staff. The website seaforces.org says that from 2010, the F123 class underwent an upgrade under the Fähigkeitsanpassung FUVUS project. The primary upgrade had to do with the combat management system, which saw the installation of the Sabrina 21, a version of the Thales Nederland Tacticos CMS. And then in July 2021, Saab signed a contract to deliver and integrate new naval radars and fire control systems for the F123 frigates. The contract included a new combat management system in order to completely overhaul the system in use on the F123, allowing a low-risk integration of new naval radars and fire control capabilities. Deliveries and other services for this contract would take place between 2021 and 2030. Saab was tasked to be the prime contractor and said that it would subcontract the German shipyard Aberking und Rasmussen for the shipbuilding work, while the German company ESG would carry out logistical support. The contract included delivery and integration of Saab's 9LV combat management system, Sea Giraffe 4A and Sea Giraffe 1X radars, Seros 200 fire control director, as well as third-party systems, including IFF capability. It also included a comprehensive performance-based logistics package supporting the frigate's operational capabilities. And so this latest upgrade announcement from Rheinmetall has us just a little confused after looking at the 2021 Saab announcement. After all, the Rheinmetall press release has no mention of Saab cooperation nor work to install Saab equipment. At the same time, the work of Rheinmetall on upgrading the CMS and radar clearly overlaps with what Saab was contracted to do 5 years ago. Our thought is that Rheinmetall has been contracted to conduct the installation work of the Saab equipment, although someone please let us know if we're off about this. Naval News re-reporting an article from German site hartpunkt.de noted in June 2026 that the final design freeze for the modernization of the frigates was only achieved at the end of 2025, meaning that the main work could only begin from 2026 onward, with delivery apparently scheduled for 2029. That same report suggested that numerous sensors and effectors selected for the F123 could also be used on the future F128 or MEKO A200 frigates. About a month later, this was proven to be correct, as the F128 will also have 9LV combat systems, including the fire control system and combat management system. Saab sensors for the F128 include the Sea Giraffe 4A fixed-face long-range surveillance radar, the Sea Giraffe 1X lightweight multi-mission surveillance radar, as well as passive sensors. And so, because the 4 F123 frigates will be modernized with this equipment, we can see that the German Navy will have 8 essentially identically equipped frigates in terms of basic systems and sensors. And as Naval News points out, this will significantly simplify logistics and training. But if you've followed German Navy procurements over the years, you may already know the connection between the F123 and the F128, and the F128's failed predecessor project, the F126. But for those who aren't staying on top of German naval news, the F126 was actually a planned German frigate class intended to replace the F123 Brandenburg-Class frigates. And so it's our understanding that the more recent second round of F123 upgrades contracted in 2021 is directly connected to F126 delays in its early years, as Germany was looking ahead and seeing the potential for a capability gap if no action was taken. The move to upgrade the F123s to keep them operational longer has indeed paid off, given that the F126 program would face even more delays with increased severity before eventually being completely scrapped in 2026. With the F128s now meant to be replacements for the F123s, it makes total sense that there are similarities in equipment. So, what do you think of the F123's modernization program, particularly with a focus on Saab systems and sensors? Let us know by leaving a comment.